So this is a probability foundation non-calculator quick check. Question 1. In a raffle there is one winning ticket. In total 360 tickets are sold. Rachel buys 12 tickets. What is the probability that she wins? And then give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. So if she's got 12, she's got a 12 out of 360 chance. We just need to simplify that. So you could do it in one step or multiple steps. You should be able to see that 12 goes into both. If you didn't see that and you did it in multiple stages, for instance by dividing by 2 to give 6 out of 180 and continuing from there, that's fine. But I can divide top and bottom both by 12, and that's going to give me 1 out of 30, which is my answer and must go in the answer space. Question 1b. How many tickets should Zane buy to have a 1 in 90 chance of winning? I would use equivalent fractions to solve this. And the way I would do it would just be to say, if you've got a 1 in 90 chance of winning, but in this case, we've got 360 tickets, then how many tickets would I need to buy? I need to see what the multiplier is there. And if I do 360 divided by 90, that gives me 4. So this is multiplied by 4. This is multiplied by 4. They must have to buy 4 tickets to have a 1 in 90 chance of winning. Question 2. In a game, a player spins this wheel. The wheel is fair. What is the probability the player scores an even number greater than 2? So an even number greater than 2, there's 1 even number greater than 2, there's 2 even numbers greater than 2, there's 3 even numbers greater than 2, there's 3 chances out of 8. Those people who got this wrong, I think, will have included as well the 2. Or, but it says greater than 2, so I cannot include 2. A prime number. Those people who would have got this one wrong would have included 1 as a prime number. My prime numbers here are going to be 2, 3, 5, 7. The next prime number is 11. Now, which ones of those have I got in here? I've got 2, I've got 3, I've got 5, and I've got 7. So I've got 4 out of 8, which is the same as 1/2. That's going to go in my answer part. Now, I did give you the marks there for 4 out of 8, if you did 4 out of 8, because it doesn't actually say in the question that you have to simplify it. But the better answer is 1 out of 2, 1/2. A square number. Those people who got this wrong, in general, forgot that 1 was a square number. Right? So square numbers start 1 squared, which is 1 times 1, which is 1. And then I've got 2 squared, which is 2 times 2, which is 4. My next one is 9. 9 is not on there. 1 is on there and 4 is on there, which gives you a 2 out of 8 chance, which is the same as 1 out of 4. That's your answer. And again, for 2D, people forgot 1. Okay, the factors of 24 are 1 times 24, so that's going to be a 1. 2 times 12, so 2 is included. 3 times 8, so 3 is included. 4 times 6, so 4 is included. 5 is not. 6 is included because 6 times by 4. 7 is not included, but 8 is included. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possibilities out of 8, which is the same as 3 possibilities out of 4. 3/4 is your answer there. Turning over to question 3. So question 3. 40 counters in a bag. I mean, you could work this out even without knowing that there are 40 counters in a bag, but it's probably easiest to work with the 40 counters in a bag. So if I think about the yellows are 3/8 of 40. So I need to divide 40 by 8 to find 1/8, which is 5, and multiply it by 3, so that's going to be 15. 1/5 of the counters are red. So red are 1/5 of 40, which is just 8. So altogether, I've got 8 plus 15, which is, so the reds, yellow plus the reds is going to equal 23. The rest of them are blue. So this is the mistake some people made. They forgot to do this bit. Okay, so they just made that 23 out of 40. No, the question is about the blues, which are 17 of them. So my answer is 17 out of 40. Question 4. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this table in. So a class of 30 students are asked about their favorite hobby. The results are shown in the table. Some of the values are missing. Hobby, playing football, I've got a blank, I've got 2. There must be, and it comes to 10 in total, so there must be 8 boys who enjoy playing football, is their favorite hobby. Watching TV, I've got 5 boys saying that's their favorite hobby, 9 in total, so there must be 4 girls saying that is their favorite hobby. A student is chosen at random, so this is of all the students. This is going to be really important in a moment. If the student is chosen at random, it could be any student. Okay, so it's going to be out of 30 because it's of any student, so it's not going to be out of 18. Right. A boy whose favorite hobby is playing football. So it's 8 of these out of 30 because it doesn't say that the person has to be a boy. It just says what is the probability that this random student, who could be anyone, is a boy who plays football. That makes it 8 out of 30, which makes it 4 out of 15. I think I gave you 1 mark for identifying 8 correctly. Okay, and then the other mark was for getting this 30. Now it didn't say to give it in the simplest form, so that is optional and extra. Either 8 out of 30 or 4 out of 15 will get the marks. A girl whose favorite hobby is reading. Now remember, this is still about any student, so it's still going to be out of 30. A girl whose favorite hobby is not reading. So the girls whose favorite hobby is reading is just 1 girl. All of the other girls have a different favorite hobby. So that's 9, 4 plus 5 is 9, 10, 11. There are 11 girls whose favorite hobby is not reading out of any student could have been selected, so it's 30. Now my last question, it just changes it up a little bit because it says that a student is chosen at random and it is a boy. So we know that, so now I'm only focused on the boys. So my denominator will be 18 because I'm only now considering the boys. Okay, so work out the probability his favorite hobby is either watching TV or playing computer games. So it's out of 18. And then either watching TV or playing computer games is going to be this 5 plus this 3, which is going to be 8 out of 18, which simplifies down to 4 out of 9. And it does say it wants it in its simplest form, so 4 out of 9 is the correct answer there. And that is the end of the topic check.